All right, sup guys, welcome back to the channel, Too Easy Sports Betting. I'm Trice Too Easy, guys. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you've been here, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. It helps me and my channel a lot. And lastly, if you would like to join my sports betting community and Discord server, it'll be in the pinned comment and in the description of the video. Okay, full show today. I'm feeling good. I really love the slate. I'm feeling confident. Per the usual, guys, I've lost 2 days in a row. Slightly, depending on your odds and if you played the home runs, because I done cracked the ass on home runs, but on just betting straights on the slate, I've lost 2 days in a row. 7 wins, 8 losses, 6 wins and 8 losses. So, man of my word, if I lose today, I'll do a $50 giveaway tomorrow. To be entered, all you got to do is like, comment, and be subscribed to my channel. And if I go negative today, I'll give away $50 tomorrow. I've only had to do one giveaway, bitch, so you know how I'm rocking. I'll be cracking their ass. But losses is a loss. I've lost 2 in a row. If it happens again, I'll do the $50 giveaway. Again, you must be subscribed, comment, and like. I'll pick the winner tomorrow if I lose today, okay? Anyways, full show. Review yesterday. Do the current season results. Bad beat, big winner, player props, home runs, slate review, and I'm going to get you out of here with a bag. There is a couple strikeout props I'm going to be on that I'm going to show you guys. Strikeout ladders. I don't typically do these. I just love these 2 specific spots, and so I'll talk about those as well. I'll do them a little bit after I do the normal player props. But before we get into the show, something I want to talk about, and I'll put a chapter so you guys can skip this part. But I get a lot of guys who write me and ask me like why, or they'll send me like the link on Twitter in my inbox about like Tyreek Hill just got divorced. Girl took half of his shit. It was a professional soccer, one of the big dogs. I think it was Messi or somebody, one of them big time soccer players. I know nothing about it. One of them got married and his prenup agreement was like she'd get like $500,000, this allowance, this mansion, this, that, and the other. And a lot of people wonder why guys who are super successful even bother getting married. I can only speak from my own life. I even ask somebody who's happily married. I say, hey man, I don't suggest getting married to 99% of people. The thing is, a lot of people, especially if you only make like 40, 50K a year, which is like it's a good, respectable income. It's completely average and there's nothing wrong with that. And that's a hard working job. You can make a life off of that. But it's hard to wrap your head around somebody making $250,000, $500,000, $1 million, $50 million, $1 billion a year. Why the fuck they'd ever get married if they risk losing half of that shit? To put a little perspective on it, because people have asked me why the fuck I got married if I don't suggest it. When you're extremely, like if you work like a normal ass 9 to 5, you come home, you make 50K. I would argue it's much more scary for that person to get married than a guy who makes, $200,000 a year, $500,000 a year. Is much more scary. Look, if you make 50K a year, you got a average house, a little Honda Civic or some shit, and your wife leaves you and takes that house and that car and takes half of your, $100,000 retirement, you're fucked. You're literally, that's why they go and jump off the fucking bridge. You don't hear about billionaires getting divorced, millionaires getting divorced, and then they go jump off a bridge. Their life is still great. Look, half of a little bit is fucking nothing. Half of a little is nothing. Half of a lot is still a whole fucking lot, guys. Like, these dudes you hear like, oh my God, he lost $300 million in his divorce. Guys, if he lost that, he still has so fucking much, he'll be fine. His life is still great, and his life does not get worse if his wife leaves. He can still go get a nice ass house, drive a nice ass car, and fuck a bunch of bad bitches. His life doesn't get that much worse. If you make 50K and you got a house you work for your whole life and your wife leaves you, you are now in a little ass apartment driving a used fucking Toyota, and your wife is in your house that you work for with half your retirement and your child support and your spouse and your alimony and fucking and sucking someone else's dick in that house you work for your whole life. That's why they go and jump the fucking roof. That's way worse. Even in my own situation, guys, I have a high income. I do pretty well. My wife leaves me. My life is still great. Half of a lot, I still have a lot, and I have an income where I can replace things. If I only made $3,000 a month, I'm thinking, man, I'm about to fucking jump. It's way more scary for an average guy. But when you think about it, like, man, why would they ever get married? I'd lose all that money. when you get a lot of it, you really don't care that much. I'm not saying you don't give a fuck about your money, but it's like, man, I ain't nothing to make more money. I'll just make more. I'll be okay. If my wife were to leave me, I'll go get the nicest little bachelor pad I could ever find. I will fuck so many bad bitches, drive the nicest cars. I'll go on the flyest ass dates, and I'll just live it up for a little while. Now, why would you get married though? Because when you're super high performing, guys, you don't want to have to fucking, like, I don't want to do dishes or do laundry or cook food or worry about what the fucking kids ate today and what they have going on for school and what time practice and what time's this game and what time is all this intricate shit that I don't have time to deal with. I work 24/7. I'm trying to grind and achieve goals and accomplishments that I want to do in life. If I had to deal with all this stupid shit, I don't have time to do that. So my wife is crucial to my success. If she leaves, it would be very fucking annoying. It would be very hard. And on top of that, at the end of a day, guys, you don't, like, when you're really, again, high performing and you do a lot in a day, you don't want to lay down and be like, all right, which annoying ass bitch do I got to deal with to try to get my dick sucked? Your wife's right there. It becomes a matter of convenience. And of course, you do grow to love each other, right? Obviously, I love my wife to death. The point is, though, when you, like, if you just work 9 to 5 and come home and sit down, it is like, why would you ever get married if you were rich? But most people who are rich don't do that. They're working 9 to fucking 9, and they got a lot of children and a lot of people they got to deal with and a lot of places they got to be and a lot of traveling they got to do. And it's very convenient and helps to have that woman in your life, making it better. Most of these pro athletes and shit like that, guys, all they fucking do is ball. Can you imagine if they had to do all this other stupid shit, man? They don't have time to deal with all that. These big time CEOs, big time corporate people, guys who have businesses, they are too busy to do the intricate little details of life. So their woman helps with that. And in return, they usually marry them and they find some type of agreement. Marriage is good for a small percentage of guys. And again, the ones who make a lot of money, they're not real worried about their life leaving, because for one, they know it's going to be a cold day in hell for their wife to replace them anyways, especially if you got a bunch of kids. Good luck finding someone who makes as much as I do and will take care of all my badass kids. Good fucking luck. And on top of that, even if you do say I make so much, it's not a problem. So I think, guys, you get it confused. It's not so scary for a guy with a big bag to get married. I would argue it's much more scary, and the reason why these guys go and fucking blow their brains out is because they already have a little bit, and you take half of that down, they have nothing. My wife leaves me, I'm not fucking killing myself. I'll be all right. I can still ball. You get what I mean? It would suck, but I'll make it. If I had 50K and she left me, boy, I'm off the roof. I'm gonna be fucking furious. But anyways, that's enough of that. But that's why people keep asking me my opinion. That's probably why it happens. At least as someone who does pretty good, that's why I assume this shit happens. Anyways, enough of the chit-chat. Again, the chapter to skip it. Let's review yesterday. 6 wins, 8 losses. The Yankees over shouldn't be on there. It's 6 wins and 8 losses on my Monday results. Just again, these fucking coin flips ain't going my way. Phillies, nerfy, of course they score 1, then they go ahead and they end up losing the goddamn game. The Pirates led the whole damn game. Then in the 7th inning, the bullpen has a meltdown and they lose at big plus money. The Tigers couldn't back Screwball, and the Reds, of course, they just got dominated. But those few games where it's like it could go either way, they just not falling my way. And it sucks, but it is what it is. The Angels were mega plus money. That was nice. The Rays were plus money. That was nice, so it helps. And then we did go 2 for 3 on home runs. So it wasn't terrible, but it still sucks. You know, it's still, I like to be positive on the slate, or at least even, and then hit 2 for 3 home runs. So I didn't go down much, but I still went down. Current season results, 371 wins, 282 losses. That puts us at 89 bets positive. I want to finish over 100. We'll see. Bad beat yesterday. I wasn't going to put this because the quality of the picture is awful, but it is a sick beat. It was a plus 5,341. The only thing that missed was Bryce Harper to get a half hit runner RBI. So basically just be a contributing member of fucking society, and he couldn't do it. All he had to do was be a human being and just touch the fucking ball or get on base or bat someone in. He just couldn't fucking do it. That is a sickening beat, because every player should get a half. That's sickening. That sucks. That's tough. As far as the big winner goes, Didn't have a lot of them last night, but my guy, what's his name in the Discord? LV Quill in the Discord bet 2,000 on JT Ginn to give up 4.5 hits or more. He cashed it, made $1,300. Shit, can't beat it. That's a damn good bet. He finished with 7. It wasn't even a sweat. Good bet, sir. Enjoy them profits. And that bad beat, by the way, that was brought to you by CMAT2121. So, yeah, guys, again, if you want to send bad beats or big winners, hit me on Twitter in the DMs or at me, or join the Discord and you can send it in there. Okay, player props today, guys. There's a lot that I want to talk about for player props. Let's start with this one. The first one is Lourdes Guerrilla Jr. I know I don't say his name right, but to get an RBI, he's just been on fire. He's been an RBI machine. He's versus Misarowski tonight. I think that he's going to struggle versus these D-backs. I think this is going to be a high-scoring battle again with the Diamondbacks and Brewers. These teams hit the ball well, and they're both hitting really well currently. By the way, guys, this is Outlier. I use this every day. There is a link for 7 days free in my description of the video. I highly suggest you at least download the trial and check it out. But another reason why I think Gorilla will get a RBI tonight is if you scroll down, it has bullpen stats, starting pitcher stats, pitcher versus batter stats, but something I want to talk about is Gorilla is one of the best hitters in baseball at hitting a fastball. And he's really bad at hitting the slider. You can see his K rate, right? It goes from fucking, you guys can't even see that. Hold on, let me make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at. Yeah, you can. Here it goes, right here. So that 10% K rate on a fastball, that's really good with a .337 WOBA. That's really, really good and a giant sample size. But versus a slider, he's striking out a quarter at a time. That's awful. If you're a batting coach, though, what you're telling him is, hey, man, you don't want to see that slider. You can't hit them bitches. Jump out on that fastball early. You know what I mean? Because Misarowski likes to set it up with a fastball and then strike him out with a slider. So they're going to be telling, if there's a runner in front of him, they're going to tell him jump out on the fastball early, swing at the first pitch, second pitch, and try to catch him and bring that running. So I really think, due to how the pitch mix works, I think that he'll get an RBI relatively easy tonight. Next one, Drake Baldwin for the Braves to get an RBI. I think they come out belt to ass, vicious revenge spot after getting the shit beat out of them yesterday. Sandy Alcantara is ass. I don't trust him. Waldrop's been lights out. I think Drake Baldwin can get him an RBI, and these are at plus 220. Next, we're back to our GOAT, Bryce Terang, to get an RBI. Again, I just think these are two high-scoring games. Lord knows Brendan put Fought the Pimp, Squeak can't pitch. You're getting plus 220 for a Terang RBI. How could you get away from it? And then the last thing I want to talk about is my 2 strikeout ladders. Again, guys, I use Outlier every day. I cannot recommend this shit enough. But if you look at, let's look at, if my computer can work, let's look at Kikuchi real quick. I'm going to be on Kikuchi strikeouts over, his line's at 6. I'm taking him at 6, 7, and 8 on a ladder. His line at 6, you can get almost even money. You can take him at 7 and 8 as well. I think his pitch will be really good versus the Rangers. He throws a fastball and a slider. The Rangers as a team versus the fastball, not great. A lot of red here, 25%, 27, 30, 20, 30. That's bad. That's a high strikeout rate versus the fastball. And then you look at the slider, and it's damn near just as bad. A lot of these guys don't hit a fastball or a slider well. Kikuchi is a dog at throwing a fastball slider strikeout mix. Disgusting. I will be shocked if he can't strike them out quite a bit today. And then the last one, guys, is, and this is probably my favorite play of the day, is Charlie Curve himself. This is Charlie Curve has the most disgusting curveball in all of baseball. He is versus the Athletics, who are one of the most strikeout-prone teams in baseball. And versus the curveball, they are one of the worst teams in all of baseball at hitting it, and it's basically all Charlie Curve throws. They are the worst team in the league at hitting a curveball. Awful. Their stats are disgusting versus the curve. He has the best curve in the league. I'll be shocked if he doesn't come out here and hit this line. So I have Kikuchi 6, 7, and 8, Charlie Morton 6, 7, and 8. And I'm also going to parlay it as a lotto at 6, 7, and 8. I have a lot of money on these two pitchers. Do with that as you will. I'm betting that out of my pocket, not out of my bankroll. Do as you will with that, but I just want to be transparent. I am playing those, just not out of my bankroll. I'm doing it out of my bank account. So wifey can see that. that's where I'm betting those from. Okay. Anyways, home runs, and I did update it. Byron Buxton at plus 400, Corey Seager at plus 440, and Cole Keith at plus 475. I'm on a home run fucking tear lately. All right. Enough of the fun stuff. Enough of the nonsense. Let's get into the slate review. Dissect it. Go game by game, and hopefully we go positive today and crack they stupid ass right upside the head. Let's get serious, and let's crack these folks. First game, Boston and the Orioles. There's a lot of folks on Orioles yesterday. That was very disrespectful. But today you got Lucas Giolito. He is a dog. I love Lucas. I think he is a great pitcher. Flip side, you got Kyle Bradish for the Orioles. So you guys may not know who he is. He hasn't pitched this season. Last season, he was a demon. 2.75 ERA. He was very good. But I was never impressed with him. He walks a lot. He struggled with control, in my opinion. I think he walked too much, and I think that his numbers weren't sustainable. He didn't have a big sample size. He only pitched 8 games, and some of those teams weren't great. I'm not fully sold on him, but the Orioles are ass. And there's no fucking way on hell you bet him returning versus the Red Sox right now with Lucas Giolito on the bump as hot as the Red Sox are. There's just no way. Give me the Red Sox on the money line, one of my favorite plays of the day. We're getting a good price because Bradish is a dog. But I wasn't that impressed with him. I don't trust him. And coming back, fresh first start versus the Red Sox, hottest team in ball. No fucking way, Jose. Give me the Red Sox on the money line. Next game, Rays and the Guardians. Shane Baz, ass. Parker Messick. He had one start versus the Diamondbacks, 6 2/3, 7 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 6 Ks. 6 Ks versus the D-backs is kind of impressive. 7 hits is not good. When I watched him pitch, I wasn't that impressed with him. That said, I mean, I'm not super over the top about Shane Baz either. He is ass. The Guardians, I think they're terrible right now. I think they're right back to being ice cold, but Shane Baz is giving up literally 4 runs or more every start, and he's only going 3 to 5 innings. I am not joking. He is terrible. The albino demon is ass. So the only play I think it makes sense is the over 7.5. We just have to hope that the Guardians bats can at least score a couple on Shane Baz, because I am sure that the Rays right now can score on anybody. They have basically scored 34 runs in 5 games. It's just fucking unbelievable. They're on fire. So yeah, next game, Braves and the Marlins. You got Hurston Waldrop on the bump for the Braves, 0.73 ERA. So, okay, look, guys, he saw the White Sox, the Guardians, the Marlins, and the Reds. He has had quite possibly the easiest schedule in all of baseball. He's only seen the 4 bottom tier bucket bats there are. But still, a .73 is impressive, and he still looked good. And one of them teams was the Marlins. 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. And now he's versed them again. Braves have a gigantic gaping hole of a pitching advantage here. Sandy Alcantara, he is ass. Guy has a 6 ERA. He is coming off 2 phenomenal starts. I'm not going to take that from him. But for me, I got to see 3. I need 3 bad starts or 3 good starts. I need to see 3 of something. 2 is not enough to convince me after you've had 15 terrible starts. I need to see more than 2 good starts. The Braves have looked great. They're playing good ball. They're seeing the ball well. I know they didn't look good yesterday. I think they come out tonight with a vengeance and put belt to fucking ass viciously. Give me the Braves on the money line. Next game, Nationals and the Yankees. Mackenzie Gore, ass. Luis Gil, dog. Look, I know Luis Gil came back, gave up 5. Then he gave up 2. Then his last 2 starts, 1 run and 1 run. 5 innings, 4 hits. He's getting better and better and better. He is walking too much for me. That is a little scary, but the Nationals just suck, dude. Like, the Nationals are just terrible. And Mackenzie Gore, although he's supposed to be good, he's been awful. He's been gig ass. I don't trust him at all. Give me the Yankees first 5 by half a run. I think Luis Gil's in good form, and I think the Yankees get ahead early, jumping on Mackenzie Gore, who also is extremely hard contact and home run prone, and Luis Gil is not. Yankees first 5 to be winning by half a run. Next game, the Twins and the Blue Jays. You got Bailey Ober on the bump for the Twins. He is so ass. Bailey Ober is so ass. Giga Omega ass extraordinaire. Strip club franchise owner. He is terrible. Flip side, you got Chris Bassett. You could just call him Chris Acid because he is also ass. Don't trust either of these guys. Both these guys suck. I'm on the over 8.5. I think both these teams get to the opposition. There's just, both pitchers suck. Both pitchers are hit prone, hard contact prone, home run prone, ass prone. They just suck. Give me the over. Both these bats look all right. Over 8.5 for me. Next game, Phillies and the Mets. You got Jesus Luzardo on the bump for the Phillies, 4 ERA. He's been going 6 innings to start, 3 runs or less. Very consistent, very good lately. On the flip side, Sean Manaea with a 5 ERA. He is ass. He is ass. Sean Manaea sucks. Problem is the Mets are so hot right now. They are literally unfadable. This game, I almost just didn't bet it because I just don't know how you bet it. You cannot fade the Mets right now. There's just no way. They are beyond on fire. They're fucking burning in hell right now. They're so hot. And then Jesus Luzardo and the Phillies, I mean, the Phillies bats have looked decent. I know they got they only scored 3 yesterday, but that's not terrible. And Jesus Luzardo, he has a few games where he's given up 3 runs. I think the Mets will get to anybody right now, but I also think the Phillies get to Sean, who's Giga Omega ass. Over 8.5 is the only thing that makes sense. That's what I'm going to be on, over 8.5 for me. Next game, Royals and the White Sox. Michael Lorenzen for the Royals and Martin Perez for the White Sox. This one is just so hard to cap because I can never get the White Sox right. Every time I bet them, I lose. They never pay me. Martin Perez is so good, and he is so much better than Michael Lorenzen. And the White Sox, they've scored in the last 4 games 29 runs. They have scored 7, 8, 7, and 7. They are on fucking fire. There is no way to fade them right now. I'm sorry, there's just not. It's just like the Mets. There's just no way to fade them. Give me the White Sox team total over 3.5, and give me the White Sox on the money line. And pray for me. I have never won a White Sox bet. I genuinely don't think I've won with them once, but there's no other way to go here, guys. Next game, original Pimp Squeak, Brendan Putfott, Peter Piper himself. And on the flip side, for the Brewers, you got Jacob Misarowski, strikeout dog. Lately, though, Jacob's been struggling pretty bad. 4 innings, 3 runs, 1 and 1/3, 5 runs, 4 innings, 2 runs. Not looking good, not in good form. D-backs got Brandon Putfott out there, the original Pimp Squeak. He's not looked great either. Both these guys are hit prone. Both these guys give up a lot of runs. I don't know who wins the game, though. I just don't. For me, you can get the Diamondbacks team total over 3.5. I am sure they score 4. Jacob has looked really bad. He won't go deep into the game. In comes that Brewers bullpen. Just give me the D-backs to score 4 very comfortably. If you want to take the Brewers, be my guest, but it's hella juicy. D-backs team total makes more sense to me. That's where I'm going to be. Next game, guys. Pirates and the Cardinals. You got Mitch Can't Pitch Keller on the bump for the Pirates and Andre Palante on the bump for the Cardinals. These guys have a combined almost 9.5 ERA. Mitch Can't Pitch Keller, I have been impressed with him and I have liked him for most of the season, but his last 2 starts are awful. He's been in shaky form recently. I like him, but lately, man, it's been ugly. But it was versus the Brewers and the Blue Jays, so he does get a little bit of a life jacket there. They murdered him, though. As far as Andre Palante, he's beyond unbackable. He's so terrible. I wanted to go right back to the Pirates, to be honest with you. And if you bet the Pirates on the money line, I get it. It is good plus money. I decided to just take the over 7.5. Just way too low. Way too low. The weather's bad, but the weather was bad yesterday. They still scored 13 points. You're getting a 7.5 with Mitch Can't Pitch Keller and Andre Palante. It's an easy over bet for me. Next game, Angels and the Rangers. You got the greatest pitcher of our generation and my personal GOAT, Yusei Kikuchi, coming off a 7 inning, 7 hit, 1 run start versus the Reds. And on the flip side, you got Patrick Bum-ass Corbin, dork, on the bump for the Rangers. I hate Patrick Corbin. I love Kikuchi. The Angels, it's my favorite team and my favorite pitcher. Y'all already know what it is. I'm on the Angels money line. I can't see it any other way. The Angels won yesterday. versus leader at home. At home. And now they're versus Patrick Corbin. He's ass. Angels are hitting the ball well. They're seeing the ball well. I see no planet. I see no world. Hold on. My one of my good friends who is incarcerated is calling me. Let me tell him to call me back. He don't usually call this early. I'm sorry, guys. Niggas, hold on. Yo, I'm busy as shit right now. I need you to hit me back in like probably 10 minutes. Yeah. Yep. All right, bro. He talking about, hey, today's Futures Day on FanDuel, ain't it? He what the fuck you want to place a bet, bro? Anyways, yeah, man. Wait, I try to answer. Look, when you have partners who are incarcerated, they need pictures, they need their calls answered, they need mail, they need shit to help them get through it. So I try to answer this calls any chance I can. Anyways, I'm on the Angels on the money line with Coochie to go crazy. Next game, we got the Rockies and the Astros. I chose not to bet this game because there was no pitchers announced, and frankly, the Astros are so terrible they can't score. I'd probably bet the Rockies. So I said, you know what, just fuck it. Oh wait, it's Gordon and Hunter Brown. Damn, earlier there wasn't no pitchers, but I guess the fuck, it showed me to be determined. Oh well, it's a fade. I didn't bet this game, guys. If I were to bet it, gun to my head, I'm on the Rockies by 2 at like plus 450. I'm dead serious. Next game, Padres and the Mariners. You got Dylan Cease on the bump for the Padres. Ass. You got Luis Castillo on the bump for the Mariners. Ass. Something's wrong with him. He has been, look, first of all, Luis Castillo is a goddamn Humvee. He's got a tank gas can on him. He goes 7 innings every game, doesn't sweat. Lately, he can't get through 4 innings. Phillies, 4 innings, 10 hits, 3 runs. Mets, 4 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs. He looks broken. And the Rangers, 4 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs. Something's up with him. He can't go deep into games. His stamina's down. His stuff doesn't look as good. His Ks look bad and sloppy. And Dylan Cease has been just ass all season. Both these teams are hitting the ball well, seeing the ball well. Easy over bet for me, guys. Easy. It's a 7.5 with 2 pitchers who look terrible and are in bad form. Over 7 and 2 offenses who are on fire. Easy over 7.5 for me, guys. One of my favorite plays. Next game, we got the Cubs versus the Giants. On the bump for the Cubs, Matthew Boyd. On the bump for the Giants, Justin Verlander. So 2.61 ERA for the Cubs, 4.64 ERA for the Giants with Justin. I actually, guys, I chose to fade this game. I love the slate. I have a lot of money out, and I just don't see a reason to try to pick who wins this. The Cubs are so janky, so unreliable. I don't hate betting a team more than the Cubs. I've never won a bet with the White Sox, and I prefer to bet them over the Cubs. The Cubs are just janky. Because the problem with the Cubs is when they are favorited and have the pitching advantage, the bullpen advantage, the batting advantage, the park advantage, the weather advantage, every fucking advantage on earth, at minus 150, they'll still lose. I hate the Cubs. But the Giants are also ass and never win. It's impossible to cap. I love a lot of this slate. Why bet this? Why even bother? I faded it. Next game, Tigers and the Athletics. Look, I get it. The Athletics finally looked good last night. Woo-hoo-hoo. They won versus Scooball. The Athletics bats aren't that great. The Athletics as a team suck. Osvaldo Bido is fucking ass, and he only goes a few innings before he gets yanked. He'll give up some runs early tonight. He'll get out, and this Athletics bullpen is not going to do well. They suck. Charlie Curve is in there for the Tigers. He is ass. I've said it all season, but boy, he's looked in pretty good form lately, and his curveball is untouchable, and the Athletics are the worst team in ball at hitting the curve. He is going to deal tonight. He's going to go 5 or 6 a 0-run ball. He's going to shut him out, and he's going to get 10 strikeouts. Tigers money line for me. No other way I can see it. There's just no other way. I know they lost last night. They're going to come out and put belt to ass viciously in this game. Next, Reds and the Dodgers. We got Nick Martinez. Dork. Geek. He sucks for the Reds. I don't like Nick, but I will be hating if I said that he hasn't been damn good. The Brewers killed him. 2 2/3, 9 hits, 5 runs. Outside of that, guys, his last 10 starts. Let me rephrase. His last 8 starts, 2 runs or less every single time, 5 or 6 innings. Outside of that one Brewer start, he has been a menace. And on the flip side, he got Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers, and he's been lights out as well. This is another one. I just don't see any way to bet it. I see no way to pick it. There's just no way. It's a full fade for me. Okay, guys? Anyways, that's it for me today. Let's get out of here. Let's get a bag, and let's crack these folks.